Ladies, I'm here tonight on the show. And tonight, I'm going to talk about obviously sports and wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight on a freaking Thursday. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this puppy going with the NFL. We have a bunch of stuff going on tonight, man. Leading up with the Cowboys, Tyron Smith, their left tackle, is possibly out for the season, at least for the first 3 months, with I believe a tear to hamstring. And they're already calling up Andrew Whitworth, obviously most only known for playing with the LA Rams the last few years, retired. But it says the Cowboys have reached out to free agent retired offensive lineman Andrew Whitworth after Tyron Smith's injury. So we'll see if Andrew Whitworth would be interested, man. To me, I don't know if he would, because this guy's coming off a Super Bowl, man. He just retired. I don't know, like, we don't even know if he's in shape. I mean, he's an offensive lineman. Those guys probably get out of shape pretty damn fast. Jesus Christ, man. And I don't know. I don't think the Cowboys are a Super Bowl team. I don't think it may be worth it, man. I don't know. We'll see. I don't see it happening. Reports coming out of Pittsburgh: Kenny Pickett is making a late push for the team's starting job. Look, I think they should start Kenny Pickett. He's looked pretty damn good. He looks comfortable. They have a bunch of wide receivers. Chase Claypool, Dante Johnson. I would Najee Harris, the running back. I would start Kenny Pickett. I think he looks pretty damn good. Mitchell Trubisky, come on, man, he stinks. Don't waste your time, Mitchell Trubisky. Just start Kenny Pickett, man. Jesus Christ. And then Jesus Christ, the guy who last week kicked a 83-yard punt from the Buffalo Bills. Now they're saying that he's being investigated for raping a woman, a 17-year-old girl. Reports Bills punter Matt Araiza has been accused, along with 2 others, of gang raping a 17-year-old girl at off-campus party a year ago, according to civil lawsuit that was filed today by the. So this was according in San Diego State University, off campus. He and his lawyer have to. This is false, but obviously there needs to be an investigation. I believe they just gave him the job, right? They actually released Hacker, who ended up getting signed by the Indianapolis Colts. So I think right now, Matt Araiza is the only kicker for the Buffalo Bills. So we'll see if this is true or not. I guess not proving guilty until proving. I mean, I beg your pardon. I'm not a lawyer. Not proving guilty until proven innocent. Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. Not proving guilty until evidence. I don't know. I apologize. Let's move on. Jets. Denzel Mims has he's only year 2, year 3 for Denzel Mims in the freaking Jets after getting drafted. He's already once out. Jesus Christ, man. He's probably already tired of Zach Wilson and all these damn quarterbacks they get over there, man. Patriots released Malcolm Butler. I think he's out for the season though, so it doesn't really matter. They're saying Michael Carter is getting the first team reps at running back instead of Breece Hall, whatever, for the New York Jets. Tyrann Mathieu said the best player in the NFL is Aaron Rodgers, although he played with fucking Patrick Mahomes. You had Sammy Watkins say the same shit yesterday, that Rodgers was better than freaking Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, I mean, he's played in how many, like 3 NFC championship games, has made 2 Super Bowls, has won 1. Rodgers has only won he's had a bunch of NFC championship games, but he's only played in 1 Super Bowl. Mahomes has played in 2. I don't know, man. And then Odell Beckham kind of teasing going to the Giants. So this guy said, I don't know whether this was on Twitter or Instagram, he said, "Come back to the New York Giants. We need you as soon as possible. No Rocky." And then he replied to, "That was fire. Well, see, I do miss my damn squad. Wanted to win a ring for that city." He's still a free agent, so we'll see, man. Obviously, the Rams, the Bills have been discussed. We'll see what happens with Odell Beckham, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see what the hell happens with Mr. Odell Beckham. But I guess at this point, he just wants to fucking play, man. He got a Super Bowl ring, might just want to play, get his money and shit. So we'll see what the hell he ends up going. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, more stuff about the punter from the Bills. Let's see here. What a fucking fight broke out today in that Cincinnati Bengals Los Angeles Rams joined practice, man. Aaron Donald grabbed 2 fucking helmets and was fucking swinging them. Jesus Christ, man. A lot of people are saying is Aaron Donald gonna get suspended for that, man. Jesus Christ. Obviously, practice has been canceled. But I don't think they should have fucking practiced with the Bengals, the Rams, man. They're still salty with a fucking Super Bowl, probably. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. What a fight that was, ladies and gentlemen, today. Wow, man. And more stuff. Tyron Smith's surgery for Friday to reattach the hamstring to the knee, looking at 3 to 4 months recovery. Jesus Christ, man. Poor Tyron Smith, man. Speedy recovery. Texans signed former Jets kicker Matt Abdullah. Okay, let's see here. More stuff. More stuff about Tyron Smith. Tyron Smith's hamstring tore and came off the bone completely. Per sources, he could have surgery as early as today. Pending meeting with doctors, he is out indefinitely and unlikely to return before December. Jesus Christ, man. The Dallas Cowboys are in so trouble, man. And then J.C. Trotter, who was the NFL Player Association president, retired today. J.C. Trotter. So I'm not too much into that stuff, but whatever. Giants signed former Bucks and 49ers tight end Tanner Hudson. Okay. Let's see here, more stuff. So I think that's about it with the NFL. There were a few preseason games today, but not much. You know, we got the Chiefs. Jesus Christ, what the hell's happening? We have the Chiefs. It was what, Chiefs Packers? Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I'm so tired of this shit. I'm trying to find the games, but here it is. So we had Chiefs Packers. Jordan Love went 60 for 26, 148 yards, 0 interceptions, 1 touchdown. This guy has not been impressive in the preseason as Jordan Love. I'm sorry, man. Just not that impressive, man. He stinks. Patrick Mahomes didn't play for the frickin' Chiefs. You know, whatever. 17-10. Chiefs ended up winning. And then we have the Texans playing the 49ers. Trey Lance went 7 for 11, 49 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Trey Lance. And then for the Texans, Dave Mills went 6 for 10, 58 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I don't know if what's his name? David Davis Mills is the answer for Houston Texans at the quarterback, man. I really don't. But 17-0 Texans winning. And that's about it for the NFL. Let's move over to the National Basketball Association, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see here. More. So the Lakers trade is official. Patrick Beverley going to the Lakers for Taylor Horton Tucker and Stanley Johnson to the Utah Jazz. And then we got the bad news, man. Yesterday they said that Chet Holmgren had a tear in his foot. Officially today was that 7-footer Chet Holmgren will miss the entire 2022-2023 season with a LaFerence injury to his right foot. Holmgren, the number 2 pick in the 2022 NBA draft, suffered the injury in a Pro-Am game in Seattle on Saturday. Jesus Christ, man. What a terrible situation right there for Mr. Chet Holmgren, man. This freaking sucks, man. Speedy recovery to Mr. Chet Holmgren. And I think maybe he can use this time as a positive to lift weights because he's kind of like, he's too skinny. He needs to put more muscle. So if I'm Chet Holmgren, I'm viewing this as a positivity, man. And I'm working on the arms and lifting some weights and trying to get strong, man, because man, this guy's skinny, man. He needs to put more freaking. If I was Chet Holmgren, I would call Giannis because Giannis was skinny when he came out of the draft for the Milwaukee Bucks, and look at all the muscle weight he put on. So that's the guy that maybe Chet Holmgren want to give a call to. Giannis, man. Honestly, man. But that's about it for the NBA, man. Just that news about Chet Holmgren being out for the season, man. Jesus Christ, man. Let's see, Major League Baseball. A lot of people are like, pretty much. I don't know why right now they're talking a lot of shit about the Oakland Athletics, about the whole thing they did. I think they only had about $25 million payroll this season. Oakland Athletics get an F for effort. $25 million payroll following fire sale is disgrace and possibly also foolish while trying to win approval for the new stadium. Yeah, forget about getting a new stadium, man. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ, man! And now they were saying that some people were having inappropriate sexual activities in the freaking upper seats, and they didn't even have security, and now they had to put security up in the upper deck because people were getting too inappropriate. Jesus Christ, man! But the freaking Athletics, man, what a shit show, man! That's been for them, man. They don't even spend $25 million in the entire 2022 team. Jesus Christ, man. Terrible, man. Let's see more stuff. Something came out here about a Friday MLB notes. Torres Lopez talk was pretty serious. Monte explained again. Two Texas manager. Okay, whatever. All right, let's go through the freaking games and then we'll go over the freaking wrestling stuff. Little ladies and gentlemen, here tonight on a Thursday. Athletic, Jesus Christ, again, the Athletics stink, man. They're losing 13-1 to the freaking Yankees right now, man. Speaking of the damn Athletics, man, the Athletics stink. Orioles beat the White Sox 4-3. Rays beat the Angels 8-3. Cardinals beat the Cubs 8-3. Mariners beat the Guardians 3-1. Phillies beat the Reds 4-0. Mets beat the Rockies 3-1. Blue Jays beat the Red Sox 6-5. Astros beat the Twins 6-3. And that's about it with Major League Baseball, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's move over to wrestling before we do call it a night here tonight on a Thursday. All right, here. Oh, what the hell's happening right now? All right, man. So they're saying that a meeting was called by Tony Khan, meeting with the wrestlers before Dynamite went on the air last night. They're saying that Eddie Kingston and Sammy Guevara, they got into a very bad verbal argument to the point when Sammy Guevara, I think he called Eddie Kingston a fat ass. Eddie Kingston punched them in the face. That's why Eddie Kingston hasn't been on, I guess both of them haven't been on Dynamite the last few weeks, is because they actually got into a fist fight backstage. So they're saying a lot of shit was talked. You know, Kenny Omega, they said it went off, you know, trying to lit a fire under the roster. I don't know, man. A lot of drama going right now with AEW. They're saying also Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker don't like each other. And a lot of stuff going on. So Thunder Rosa actually got hurt and she has to take some time off. There's going to be a new interim women's champion. And to the point where I guess her manager said on Twitter, Thunder Rosa will not be on social media for this time. So you can tell she's fed up, man. Obviously, she cannot be happy with her championship reign in AEW, man. That was... They showed a video how they gave CM Punk 10 minutes to talk about his injury, where they only gave Thunder Rosa like 45 seconds. Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, Eddie Kingston and Sammy Guevara suspended from AEW, man. And pretty John much this whole CM Punk John Moxley, man. Obviously I think the fight was like less than 3 minutes. Obviously the finish was CM Punk supposedly hurting his foot again, which led to John Moxley winning pretty damn fast. And John Moxley unifies both the titles, and he's officially the AEW World Champion. A lot of people are wondering, why did they switch it from All Out to this week on Dynamite? Apparently it was probably to boost the ratings up and get the freaking ticket sales up. But obviously they felt that obviously if you're going to have CM Punk lose, you rather do it in John Moxley's home state of Ohio than in CM Punk of Chicago, Illinois. And Moxley was apparently the one that proposed it, and then CM Punk and Tony Khan agreed to do the match at Dynamite instead. But now they're saying, Dave Meltzer's reporting, they're going to do the rematch at in Chicago in All Out. So they're saying that CM Punk's going to turn heel. That's the only reason I would see this makes sense to have a rematch. But still, it's like, so the guy supposedly came back too storyline wise. He came back too early. And so now he's supposed to be ready again in 10 days and do the rematch. I don't know, man. I don't know about this storyline. I guess we have to see what the explanation is next. Maybe they'll do. I think they're saying they're going to say something on Rampage, and then maybe they'll do something else on Dynamite. But yeah, so the storyline is he came back too early here. He hurt himself, and that's why John Moxley beat him so easily. Now you're telling me after taking 3 months off, that was not enough time to heal it. 3 months. Now you're telling me another 10 days he's supposed to be back at it again? It doesn't make any sense. The storylines, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but I guess I'll give them a chance to explain themselves. But to me, it does not make sense that it took 3 months to recover and it still wasn't enough time to recover the foot. Now you're gonna tend to. And then also in the meeting that Tony Khan had with the wrestlers, he said that he sent an email. I said this last night to Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan about not tampering with their talent. Apparently, there's reports that somebody in WWE contacted an AEW wrestler about potentially going back to WWE. Chris Jericho has teased on Twitter it was him. I thought it was Adam Cole, but who knows, man? Who knows who the hell it was, man? Who knows who the hell it was, man? But yeah, man, a lot of shit going down in AEW right now. Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, man, I didn't think this show was that good, honestly. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought for the first time in a while, maybe even in the 3 years of AEW, that Raw was actually better, man. What the hell's happening? I don't know, man. I just... The start was really good with Chris Jericho and Daniel Garcia and Bryan Danielson. You know, it looks like maybe they're gonna turn Daniel Garcia babyface. You know, at the end he pushes Chris Jericho, he falls down to the mat, and then it leaps up to setting up a match between Bryan Danielson and Chris Jericho at All Out. I'm very excited for that match, man. That's what I got very excited for, the pay-per-view, man. They announced a lot of good stuff for the pay-per-view, man. That excites me. But, man, like, let's just go through the damn show. So that's how the show starts, which, you know, promo between Daniel Garcia, Chris Jericho, and Bryan Danielson leads off to a Bryan Danielson, Chris Jericho match at All Out. And then let's go. Then we get the first match, which was Darks Harwood versus Jay Lethal, one half of the FTR. Pretty damn good match. It was, you know, back and forth, whatever. They go freaking they just went back and forth. At the end, Jay Lethal wins the damn match with a fucking fruit roll up. That's what I didn't like, man. He fucking went with a fucking fruit roll up. But whatever. Next, we had Thunder Rosa backstage, like I said, crying, announcing that she has to take some time off because she's had an injury. That there will be an interim champion crown at All Out. In a fatal four-way between Akira Sarushira, Britt Baker, and Jamie Hayter. Now, reports were that Toni Storm's going to win the championship at All Out, and is she even included in this match? Haruka Suida, Britt Baker, and Jamie Hayter. Oh, Toni Storm is the fourth person. Okay, so I'm guessing Toni Storm's going to win the championship. As planned, I would hope so. And next match we had it was Billy Gunn versus one of his kids, Colt Gunn from the Ass Club. It was a good match, man. Stokely was there, helped interfere, and at the end, the son won, Colton Gunn won. All right, whatever. And then after they make it official, he accept his card, and I guess they're officially going to be managed by Stokely. Whatever. The next match was with Britt Baker versus Keelan King. Britt Baker wins, whatever. And it did set up the Acclaim, because the Acclaim, freaking Keith Lee's a fucking fat ass, man. I'm sorry, man. So they start beating the shit out of the Acclaim after the match, and Keith Lee and Swerve come out. Swerve came out so fast. But he came out by himself. He rams them off. By the time freaking Keith Lee gets to the ring, the Ass Boys were already done. They were already back in the locker room taking a shower. Keith Lee has got to lose some weight. Jesus Christ. He literally was so late to the freaking ring, man, was Keith Lee, man. Oh, man, Keith Lee, man. So then backstage it gets announced it will be the Acclaim versus Swerve and Keith Lee at All Out. That's going to be a fun match. It's going to be a fun match. And then we get the CM Punk John Moxley match again. We went over about less than 3 minutes. CM Punk goes for a roundhouse kick. He hurts his foot again. John Moxley wins it. After the match, they take him out with the training staff, the medical staff. John Moxley celebrating with the fans. After the freaking, the commercial break, John Moxley celebrating backstage, saying, "Ha, that's not how you guys thought it was gonna go down, right?" And he pretty much says, "It's my time right now. It's freaking my time." And good ass promo, whatever. But they need to explain this shit, man. They have got to explain it, because to me it does not make sense that if you had 3 months, again, I'm something like a freaking recorder right here, tape recorder. If 3 months to recover, you heard it again, and then 10 days later you're supposed to. They need to educate me and explain this to me. Like, how is it, like, storyline wise, it's not realistic, man. Come on, man. And then, by the way, this probably should have been in the beginning of the show, because people were smart. They knew it wasn't the main event, because they literally, the main event was the 6-man tag team match at the end between United Empire and that Triangle. So they knew you should have done this in the beginning. People would have thought, oh my god, it's going to be another Kenny Omega, Bryan Danielson type match. Where you do this with about 45 minutes left, people right from the second know what's up, and the shock is not, there's still some shock, but it's not as big because people knew something weird was going to come. Man. Alright, so next we got Christian Cage accepting Jungle Boy's challenge at All Out. Christian. And then we have Ricky Starks comes in. And, pretty much, talking shit about Hobbs and, how he turned on him and stuff like that. Good promo. I thought he did a good job, because I don't think myself and the fans, everybody watching was still thinking about the John Moxley CM Punk situation. I thought that Ricky Starks' fire up promo did a good job of at getting the people back to focus on the rest of the show. At the end, like I said, he challenges Hobbs to a match at All Out, whatever. And then the main event, that Triangle versus United Empire, great match. A bunch of flips, all that good shit. United Empire wins at the end. Kenny Omega comes out with the Young Bucks, and there's another problem I have. Kenny Omega cut an amazing promo on Will Ospreay that was not televised. Oh my goodness. Why did you not televise this? He pretty much kind of buried him. He told him, big deal. You've been wrestling in the independents and in New Japan, saying out a few undercard shows. But, I gave you those shoes, to fill in for New Japan for me. But instead of giving you shoes, I should never giving you these shoes because you haven't even grown out of your diaper. He pretty much just buried Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay getting holed up by his teammates, his other two guys. The Young Bucks also kind of holding back Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega, by the way, wearing a type of bandage and tape. You could tell that guy is literally being held up together by tape. You could tell for sure he's not 100%. But why did you not put that promo on TV, man? You know how many people are not going to watch that on social media? My lord. That match was like so long, like maybe 25 minutes. You couldn't cut like maybe 5 minutes off of it and have the Kenny Omega promo on? Jesus Christ, man. That would have been a fantastic ending to the show if we would have been able to hear that promo by Kenny Omega on Will Ospreay. Oh man. Look, I love to start with Daniel Garcia, Chris Jericho, and Bryan Danielson. I'm very excited for Bryan Danielson versus Chris Jericho All Out. Whatever, at the end of the day, even though I'm confused as fuck, why the fuck, according to Dave Meltzer, there's going to be a rematch in 10 days between John Moxley and CM Punk. Whatever, you gave me a world title match. There were some shock in there by CM Punk getting hurt and John Moxley winning damn fast. So good. Middle of the show was good. And then the end, even those, it's kind of a lot of mid-carders, right? I do think Will Ospreay's going to be a star. I think he has a chance to be a future world champion. And then at the end there with Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, that made it look good too. It reminds people this is a fucking tournament, which means now it's gonna be the United Empire versus the Elites, the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. But you could have freaking televised that freaking promo by Kenny Omega. Oh my goodness. This was not a bad show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just frustrated with like, how about you flip look, it was a good show, but just flip the CM Punk and Jon Moxley to the start and put the Daniel Bryan, Daniel Garcia, Chris Jericho in the middle. So then people are completely shocked by the freaking, people knew there was something up when they saw them come out, and there was still about 45 minutes left of the show. And they had already said that's not the main event. The main event's going to be the Triangle Death versus Empire United. That's my biggest problem with the show. And I don't mind the freaking, what happened with Moxley and CM Punk. My problem is, now why are we having the rematch again in 10 days? They better come up with a very good explanation of what they're going to say. CM Punk wasn't healthy, but it doesn't make any sense at all why they would have a rematch at All Out 10 days later, man. I just cannot understand. Hopefully Dave Meltzer is wrong, but he's usually, him and Sean Rosa are pretty damn good with news. But it was a good, just flip those two parts around. The Jon Moxley CM Punk to the start, and Bryan Danielson Jericho to the middle. Whatever. I'll take the finish. Just televise the Kenny Omega promo next time. And then I'm good with everything else. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, I'm all like a light. Thank you.